Hi friends, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles. You're not going to believe what I just did. I just filmed a whole video making these fun pieces of ephemera out of scraps. So this is a scrap buster, and my desk, I haven't even cleaned it up. I was just so frustrated when I realized what I did. I decided to get right back on camera. I dug out a bunch of my scraps. I had a lot of pieces of this craft cardstock from the pop-up ephemera box card that I posted here recently. And just grabbed the scraps that were kind of at the top of the pile and some of my little circles and butterflies, and I gave you guys all kinds of ideas of how you could use up your scraps. I think these pieces of ephemera would be great tucked inside a pocket of a journal or on the edge of a page, stuck inside a card, for a friend. I love them. I love how they turned out, and they're all using just a variety of scrap paper that I have. But I also talked about, I used again this freebie that has the different journaling words, and it's available for you to download and print out at home on Buy Me a Coffee. And I'll make sure there's a link in the description. But I also had a little surprise that I talked about. Stay with me during the video, and I'm going to tell you about it. So we'll do that again. If you're not able to print at home, but this is something that you wished you could have, I'm going to, in a few minutes, tell you an option that might work for you. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to just make one or two. I made a whole bunch in the last, when I thought I was recording. So that's fun, right? Maybe we'll make 2 or 3. So anyway, all I'm doing is grabbing my offcuts, and I had a whole bunch of strips, but obviously I've been using them. My offcuts of the craft cardstock and a bunch of digitals that I've been using, and I have been gluing, I've been stapling, I've been adding words and ribbons, and just having a really fun afternoon going through some of my scraps, which, if you guys know me, it's one of my favorite things to do. So I hope you will grab some scraps and be inspired maybe to make some pretties as well. So let's see what I've got in here. But that's life. It happens. I don't do it that often, but it is frustrating when you've spent 25 minutes yapping to yourself on a video for you guys, and you realize you did not really hit the record button. So yes, I did that today. In the last video too, I shared, in the last video that's not a video, I shared that my daughter Sarah is driving to, where's she driving to? She is driving to Connecticut today, and she had just texted me while I was on camera, so maybe that's a good thing, because I did stop to look at my watch and look at her texts. She was only a few minutes away, so I'm really glad. She's going to let me know when she's officially there, but I'm really glad that she's had several long days of traveling are coming to an end. I don't know if you guys worry when your kids are on the road, but I know I do. I try not to, and I just trust and have faith everything will be okay, but that mama worrying still comes out just a little bit. Okay, so all I've been doing is trimming up some pretty pattern papers to add to these. This one I'll staple to add to the cardstock, and doing a little bit of inking around the edges. Again, I made some before I went on camera the first time, and then I got on camera and I made some more, and here I am a third time. So I'm a little annoyed with myself. Okay, so one thing that I did talk about that I think might help some folks is, I know not everybody has the same supplies. So like I've got these circles that I'd already printed out but just not used all of them, and so I'm adding them you know, as a layer to give some interest. But if you don't have anything like that, you know, look around your house. If you do have like old book page that you use, maybe the beginning of a chapter, you know, there's a number or something you could punch out, or look through a magazine. Other kinds of packaging sometimes have some great options, again, that you can cut out to make it look like a label, or you could, what could you do? You could, if you have different paper punches, you could punch it. So, you know, use your imagination. Junk mail. I use a lot of junk mail, and I definitely use it as the base for projects. When I was making that pop-up box card, I really wanted, you know, the craft paper look, but, you know, a lot of things like that you could even use junk mail for. It's super fun. Okay, where are my words? Where are my words? I want some words, and I think this one needs a butterfly, and I'm going to just really quick cut this out. I'm not going to worry about its antennas or doing a perfect cut. I'm just going to do a quick trim of that butterfly, and I think that'll be pretty, and we'll add maybe a word, and because this one's a little bit larger. And how about you can do hard things? I'll cut it. Okay. So this freebie, I can't remember now what I said on this video and what I said earlier, but when you download it, it prints off. I've talked about this before, but if you haven't seen those videos, it prints out this size, which is great, and I use it this size, especially in larger journals and things. But when I'm making little bitty things, I print it smaller. So this is actually printed at 60%, if that kind of gives you an idea, if that helps you at all. Okay. And I like this size for when I'm making smaller embellishments and things. So I'm just inking around the edges. You can do hard things. And then I'm going to put that butterfly up there, and we might put a little ribbon or something on it. So I do love working with scraps and things on my desk. I like making the large journals and all of that. And I love when I get a new paper kit, right? How fun. But there's something very satisfying about grabbing the things that have been laying around on your desk and grabbing your scraps and coming up with something really pretty. So I definitely think a few of these are going to end up on like different journal pages, like edgers or toppers. And I think it would be super fun to add some of these to the snippet tape that I like to make with my scraps, just as an extra embellishment layer on top. I just think that would be really pretty. So, ideas. I'm coming up with ideas. So if you use art glitter glue and you use baker's twine or even just regular twine, you really can just put a dot of it like that and let it dry, and it will stay on. It stays on really well. So if you haven't done that or tried that, it's a good option. I think this will be cute. I'm just not sure. I did like the pink with that. How about airmail? I'm gonna wrap it around and glue it on, and we'll see if we can make this one look cute too. Okay, so let me talk a little bit. If you've stayed with me this long, you deserve to know my idea. So this is what I'm thinking for folks that would like a copy of the free journaling words, but you don't have a way to print them. If you would like a copy, what I'd like you to do is send me an email. I'm going to put my email in the description of this video, and I'm just going to put it there, and that's what it's for. I'm not going to explain it in the description, so if you didn't watch the video and you didn't listen, I guess you won't understand why my email is stuck in the description. But if you did, shoot me an email. And then just leave me any kind of comment on the video, just if you liked it, if you're going to make some scraps, if you plan to use the journaling words, whatever. And if you do have a way to print it, I'm only going to take the first 10. So, you know, leave me a comment, but let's try to let folks that have shared with me they struggle and would like to try some digitals, but they don't have a printer. And that's, of course, on your honor. But leave me a comment, shoot me an email. In the email, give me your name, give me your mailing address, and I'm going to print it at the 60%. I'm going to probably cut it in half just so it fits right in a regular envelope with a regular stamp, and I'm going to mail it to you. So I'm going to do the first 10. If I get a big group, like if a lot of people email me saying they would like a copy, I'll consider doing some more. And I'll talk about that in another video. But let's just see. Let's see if there's any interest. And I would love to do that for some folks. So again, just send me an email and then like the video and leave me a comment. The comment doesn't need to be about getting the freebie, but just leave me a comment. So I hope that is clear. If not, you can email and ask me about it, but I think that was pretty clear. So I'm not really thrilled about how this one's turning out, so I'm going to just set it aside for now because I am about ready to call this video complete. I do want to find something to add to the top. See if I can find something cute. How about a little butterfly? We'll do one little butterfly. So I gave you lots of examples. Again, it's really not anything necessarily new or unique, but I was having fun playing with scraps today and decided to get on camera and talk to you guys. So let me know what you think. I appreciate everybody's support. You guys are the best. I'll also link the Buy Me a Coffee link so you guys can find that as well if you have a printer at home. Okay? Have a great evening, everybody. Talk to you next time.